Great. I'd like to open the select board meeting of May 22nd, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. for a second.
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to open the select board meeting for the 22nd for business.
There we go. This is the first time the meeting is open. I do want to make sure that everyone understands that the meeting is being recorded by MCM. We'll move on to the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is on the agenda is the chairman's comments. I thought it was important for the people to know my personal thoughts and goals as the incoming chair. So I just prepared a short presentation here. First, I'd like to thank my colleagues for their confidence in nominating me as chairman for the next year. When the select board is acting in its capacity as a licensing authority, most often our responsibilities and the considerations we apply are straightforward decisions that often require minimal comment. But the select board has other responsibilities that are more policy driven. It is to these responsibilities that I want to focus my comments. I believe it is time to move forward, affect discussional change. With the chairman's address, I hope to foster transparency by bringing to light certain items of discussion and consideration for the board and for the town. Building on my business background has been my experience that tactics follow strategy. Once you develop a plan with goals, day-to-day executive decisions become easier, more consistent. There are many individuals, groups, and thought leaders that compete for our attention, either directly or through social media, to promote their specific cause or outcomes. Often this involves the allocation of finite budgetary dollars. My belief is that I was elected to represent everyone, senior citizens of the town, the hardworking families struggling to balance work and family needs, our businessmen, businesses, from mom and pop stores to the largest employers, the fishermen whose livelihoods depend in part on the town facilitating their ability to work, the residents in all the villages, including Brant Rock, Ocean Bluff, Fieldston, Rexon, Green Harbor, Marshfield Hills, North Marshfield, all 11 villages. I believe we must weigh these needs equally, because working as a town, understanding each other's thoughts, views, and needs, and compromising for each other, we can and will make this a better town for all. Organizationally, Marshfield is an outlier compared to most of our sister towns south of Boston. We have multiple elected boards, each with their own charter drivers that often make a responsive, cohesive policy challenging, many times frustrating, and occasionally interfering with the advancement of the greater good of the town. This is something we may want to praise and review in delivering the most responsive form of local governance. Thus, I'd like to outline my key drivers that will guide my policy decisions over the next year, to provide an open, responsive select board for all 11 villages, all citizens, no residents. Some speaking? No, all right. No residents' interests should be less important than another's. Strive to enhance greater civic participation and accountability in our volunteer boards, commissions, and committees. Work to improve public outreach, enabling our citizens a greater understanding of our positions and perspectives. The ability to attain accurate local news has been greatly reduced. I think we all know our newspapers are gone. It's hard to get information out locally. Often rumor and incorrect information supplants truth. Improved information will enable our citizens to make more informed decisions and votes. I understand how challenging it is today for a working family or single parent to stay informed of critical issues of Marshfield that affect their daily lives. And that is our job, make it easy for them to stay informed of the key challenges and decisions. It is not those that speak loudest that desire our greatest attention. It is the hardworking people of Marshfield that are caught up balancing work and family, love their town, that we need to hear and represent the most. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time. Now we'll move on to the town administration report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, for the last few weeks, I've been working on getting us into the chamber, so this is the select board's inaugural meeting in the new chamber. That's been updated to enhance the service of the select board, make it more user-friendly for our constituents, and we're able to have more constituents here once we deal with a minor construction issue. And so we're working on that. Participate in the Levitate meeting. As folks know, Levitate will take place on July 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's their 10th year anniversary. They're expecting substantial crowds, upwards of close to 20,000 per day. So we have monthly meetings. I see that Harbor Master DeMayo's here. He's been playing an integral role with Lieutenant Artie Shaw and Police Chief Phil Tavares and a number of other law enforcement agencies to make sure not only the experience is great when they come to the town of Marshfield, but to make sure that they're safe and secure. So we get that going on. Participated in the Mass Municipal's energy webinar regarding preparing your municipality for compliance with 2035, 2040 guidelines on green energy. We're ahead of most communities on striving to do that. If we could just get the power companies to work better with us, that would be great. Participated in the CPC executive session on a potential land purchase that will be hopefully on the fall special town meeting. Weekly meeting with the Bastille, our town accountant, and Lisa Clark, our treasurer, to review the status of the FY23 budget as we round out the last quarter of the fiscal year. And review the Munis process. We're making headway with Munis. We're still on track. You know, there's been some technological challenges here and there, but everyone's working through it, and we continue to move forward on that. Participated in solar meeting regarding installation of roof-mounted solar units on the schools across town, and discuss roof conditions and plans to add years. When you put the solar panels, you want to make sure the roof is sustainable for 20 or 25 years. So we're with Tremco and another consultant that we have patients, and we have to come up with a way. If they're not, then we have to come up with a way to be able to come up with a cost to bring it to that point. Organized a meeting on the priority habitat issue at Wrexham Beach with the beaches, the Commonwealth, Audubon, and Wildlife to discuss piping plover protection and no activity in the dunes beginning on April 1st. Weekly meeting with Fred Russell, Facilities Director, to review capital project, police, DPW, school project, 255 Furnace, dog park, and town hall project. I had a meeting with Jack Griffin, capital budget committee chair, to review some issues with the committee. I had a meeting with Ned Banks to review work of the Trails Committee and review of the mountain bike race at Carolina Hills scheduled in June. Ned was also worked to put together 3 concerts that will take place in partnership with the rec department. And the concert will take place 2 on the town green and 1 at Harbor Park over the summer. I had a meeting with Craig Hannafin, chair of the Conservation Committee, and Bert O'Donnell, vice chair, to discuss the appointment of Liz as the conservation agent and the process to fill the administrative position with Danielle Kerrigan, our HR director. DPW prep meeting for negotiations with Caitlin Morey, our attorney, and Danielle Kerrigan, our HR director. Had a breakfast meeting with Mr. Darcy to review some dog park issues and other town-related issues. Chaired the monthly department head meeting with the department heads, reviewed vacation carryover policies, end of the year requirements, vacation notification, annual department head reviews, the collective bargaining process, and update on town hall project. First DPW negotiation meeting with union we had regarding CBA with our attorney and Tom Reynolds, Danielle, and myself. And the first one went well. We sort of went over the ground rules. Meeting with Dan Bowen and Tom Reynolds, Ann and Lisa regarding some potential budget shortfalls and option to address as DPW closes out FY23 and FY24. Meeting with fire chief to review some ongoing issues, investigations, and check on fire overtime. Meeting with Mike DeMayo, our harbor master, to get up-to-date info on the ice machine, dredging, summer staffing needs, which we will be discussing and voting on later this evening. We also discussed patrols for the North River Commission and some extra reporting requirements that the harbor master will have to put together for the North River Commission. At a meeting with Mass Municipal's public safety chiefs, meeting to discuss ongoing issues, staffing, recruitment challenges for both police and fire. Meeting with Ms. Fiddler to review some town issues, boards, Marshfield Housing Partnership, etc. Participate in a conference call with Attorney Galvin and the law firm handling the PFAS case. The case will need some specific information from the DPW Water Department. I'll be working with Tom and Paul Duras to get the necessary and required info. Put together a DIRT meeting. DIRT's an acronym for our development team, to discuss proposal by the Drosopoulos regarding their desire to have a food truck stop in Brant Rock and the vacant land that they own, potentially on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, with some games and entertainment for kids and adults. Meeting with Fred Russell regarding school roofs and installation of the solar extensions and dealing with the roof issue. Participate in the Veterans Office at the unveiling of the Veterans Memorial on corner of Chandler Drive and 139 for our veteran that died in the war, PFC James Mailer. Participated in the Ventress Library Strategic Plan meeting, our last meeting, to outline the results of the survey, talk about programs, improvement, outside seating, expansion, and newer, larger facility. And had a meeting with Chief Javaris on beach issues for the summer, extra patrols presently to deal with the increased number of teenagers. Last week, as folks know, most senior classes get out. People were drawn to our beautiful beaches, and because of the increased number, the chief made sure that he assigned enough police to monitor Green Harbor and other beaches to make sure there was appropriate behavior for those visiting our beaches and to protect our residents also. That is my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll move on to public hearing. I think we only have one public hearing this evening. We've got a lot of action items with one public hearing. So I'll move forward with the public hearing. Notice, in conformity with the requirements of Chapter 22 of Chapter 166 of the General Laws, you are hereby notified that a public hearing will be held at the Marshfield Town Hall, Select Board Hearing Room, 870 Marine Street, Marshfield, Mass. The 15th day of today's 22nd. Dated May 20, 2023, at 6:45 p.m. Upon the, we have 3 minutes to go, petition of the Verizon New England, Astar Electric, DBA Source, dated March 31st, 2023, for the permission to erect a constructed location for a line of wires, poles, and other fixtures as be necessary to sustain and protect the wires upon the line, upon, across, under the following public ways of said town of Marshfield. So, Mike, I think we have
2 minutes before you can
2
actually.
minutes before we can actually take this up.
You could move to an action item.
Yeah, wanna do that?
Mr. Chairman, yeah.
Well, we have the harbor master here.
Harbor Master DeMayo's here.
He's first, now he's double first.
Yes, I can first send the presentation.
We are to come into the new chambers. I usually do this, don't usually come into these, but kind of wanted to be part of the first inauguration, so thanks for having me.
Also,
I believe you guys got the request to the town administrator and chief Tavares for the annual assistant harbor master and shellfish constable appointments for 2023, 2024. Looking at 5 new hires for this year. I got 13 employees coming back. I lost a couple to the state police last year, and a couple are graduating college, so small amount of turnover each year. So I ramped up a few extra guys this year because a couple of the returning harbor masters are becoming college seniors and they're into their internship. So I feel I'm going to lose them pretty soon. So with anticipatory leadership, I'm going to backfill those guys now. So because it gets pretty busy, as you know. So that's the list of employees and the new assistants. These are all conditional employments, provided they go through the drug screening, all the proper paperwork and background checks. That's what I'm requesting.
So we have 13 returning assistant harbor masters, and we have 5 new assistant harbor masters, 23, 24. Stephen, Lynn, any discussion?
No, I think it's straightforward, and we welcome them to our program. Hope it's a good season.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, you might just want to read the names.
You want me to read the
into record.
names?
Yes.
Oh, all right, sure. Returning Harbor Masters, Richard Broadwell, John Doyle, Kristen Cataldo, James Matter, Stephen Merrick, Daniel Kane, Matthew Murphy, Kyle Schultz.
Actually,
Paul
correct, actually,
Costello.
my bad on that, that was my table, Matt Murphy's one of the kids graduating college, so it's his 12th returning, so that's my
We're
fault.
scratching Matthew?
Yeah, he's graduating Mass Maritime, great assistant, but that's my bad, I didn't catch that. My,
Great,
correct.
glad we.
So that's on me.
Glad we
So thank you for
read them.
reading it.
Nicely done, Mike. So we have 12 returning,
Yep,
and congratulations, Matthew, who's going to Mass Maritime.
graduating.
Graduating, done it. Kyle Schultz, Colin Costello, John Thompson, Jason Demir, John Sylvester, Henry McGuire. New assistants, Jaden Sylvia, Matthew Carver, Michael Maloney, Alexander English, and Patrick Brown. That the full list? Fantastic. All right. I assume no one has any comments past that one then? So I'd like to then move that we approve the aforementioned Harbor Masters appointees for 2023. For second.
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Aye. Unanimous vote to approve the returning assistant harbor masters and new assistant harbor masters.
And Nelson over, I've revised the letter tomorrow with the proper assistants. That's my mistake. No one's perfect, I'm close, but. Made a mistake.
I just want to prove you were.
But thank you for your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Now we can go back because it is past 6:45. We don't seem to have anyone here from Eversource or anything, or
Let me just see, I see
is
it.
someone on the TV that is representing?
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Excellent. Good evening, everyone. My name is James H. Rondo, representing Verizon New England on this petition. Do you guys want to read it in first?
We did read it in.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so this petition is to relocate an existing pole 3 on Second Road. The relocation is in order to remedy low-hanging wires as well as an existing aerial trespass at 77 Everson Road. I met on site with the owner at 77 Everson as well as his lawyer and staked the pole location. And they were okay with it, and that's pretty much it. Are there any questions on the petition?
I don't see any from here. Any comments from the public?
Hi, Chris Arnold, 77 Everson Road. The gentleman that he's talking about, we met at the property. I guess one clarifying question, is it one pole or 2 that are being replaced? Is it just the one in our yard, or is it the connecting pole down Everson being replaced as well? I'm wondering if it's 1 or 2 poles.
So this petition specifically deals with the pole that's being relocated, pole 3 at the corner of your property. I'd have to look at the work order to see if that other pole is being upgraded. I believe it is, but because it's being replaced, or it would be replaced where it is, it wouldn't be included on the petition.
Gotcha, okay. And then I guess one other question that I had was, when we were there, we also discussed to be replaced with a higher pole, a taller pole than what's there today. I don't know if that's part of the petition or just part of the work. I want to clarify that.
Correct, it is part of the work. I believe on the petition it says that we'll be placing a 45-foot class 1 pole. So yes, a taller and a larger pole.
Okay. Thank you very much. Questions, comments from the board?
Could you just repeat, sir, the discussion that you just had? So there are 2 poles, the existing pole, is going to remain, and then the second pole will be constructed to meet the requirement in your application, is that correct?
So maybe I can share my screen, is that allowed? Could I do that?
Yep.
Yes.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
David?
Oh,
There
I
it goes.
think
Yeah.
they fixed it. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the petition we have. The petition is to relocate the existing pole 3. You know, it's moving 6 feet closer to Second Road and 8 feet over closer to Everson Road. And so this will be upgraded to 45-foot class 1. The thing asked about is this pole over here. This pole, I would have to double check. If
We seem to have lost your feed, sir.
okay, till right back being did now. Hear me?
Your audio is bouncing on us.
Ooh.
So if you could just repeat.
For me now?
If I could just jump in quickly here, that might be able to help.
Great.
The actual petition proposes to relocate one pole, 356-3 on Second Road, 6 feet west and 8 feet north, where it will be replaced with a new 45-foot -1 pole. There are no other action items on this hearing. So that is the only thing before us this evening, is that one pole, which is pole 356-3. Does that help?
Correct. That's correct.
Thank you, Chair.
Steve, any questions, comments?
No.
All right, so we'll close that. So I'd like to make a motion that the board approve the request of the Verizon New England and Star Electric Company, DBA Eversource Energy, to locate poles, wires, cables, fixtures, including the necessary anchors, guides, and other such sustaining and protecting fixtures to be owned and used in common by petitioners along and across the following public ways: Second Road, to relocate one pole, 356-3 on Second Road, 6 feet west, 8 feet north, will be replaced with a new 45-foot one pole to provide power service to Second Road. Poles to be elected substantially in accordance with the plan filed here within, marked VZNE Inc., number MA 2023-16, dated March 27th, 2023.
Second?
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy? Aye. Unanimous vote to approve the request of Verizon New England regarding pole 3563.
Okay, thank you for
Thank you,
coming in.
everyone.
Okay, we move on to discussion 2. Discussion 2 is discussion vote on the select board policy procedures. This is a long-standing policy guide. We made some changes to it, I think in July 26, 2021. We unanimous vote, kind of updated some, I think, some just household items. I think it was Steve, the days of the week we attend and the time we started or something like that.
Yes.
I know at the time you spoke that you thought it was proper to make sure that it was legal, that each year that the board recognizes that we validate the policy procedure manual. So just from a policy perspective, I brought that up for us for discussion to accept, modify, accept, and then if someone wants to modify later, we can take that and put it on an agenda later. Any thoughts or comments from the board?
I'm comfortable with moving forward with this policy. policy guide at this point, and if there's something that comes up in the future, then we could perhaps readdress it through your judgment.
Yeah, like we did last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Steve?
Agreed.
Okay, then I would like to make a motion that we approve the select board policy and procedure manual for 2023.
Second.
Thank you.
Motion been made and second, and roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Aye. Unanimous vote to approve the select board policy and procedures for 2023.
Now we're moving to the third item. The third item is a discussion and vote on application for amendment to the annual entertainment license, the Jetty, DBA, the Jetty. Seems like
Hello?
everything. Hello?
Hi, Tracy Vaughn from the Jetty here.
Ah, thanks, Tracy.
And I apologize, Rich may be walking in as we speak. I know he is very close. He got stuck in a little bit of traffic.
It happens. I understand that one.
We are essentially, we applied for an amendment to our existing entertainment license. This was to include outdoor, basically following the governor's extension for outdoor dining to go through April 1 or May 31st of 2024. And based on Mr. Maresco's request, we submitted the license or the application to amend our existing license for acoustical guitar to be outside with our speakers to be pointed away from neighbors, so to mitigate any noise issues. And it be done obviously at appropriate times, so certainly nothing at night or anything like that.
Okay.
I believe you have a drawing that was submitted with the license that shows the approximate position of where the musician would be set up and how the speaker would be facing away.
We do. David, is there any way we can turn up the volume a little on that? Is that possible?
On the TV?
Yeah. I can hear it, but not really great. Maybe it's just my old ears. Yes, so I think we all have that. We've all had a chance to review that. Any further comments you'd like to make right now?
Any further comments?
Yeah.
We do also, along with, or prior to submitting the amendment for the entertainment license, we submitted some letters of support from neighbors, some of whom directly abut the parking lot, who have experienced how we have operated the outdoor dining for the last couple of years under the governor's order. I believe they show support and that we've been respectful and that it in no way seems to offend or interfere with their life. And that quite a few people in the area have actually enjoyed the music in the afternoons.
Okay, thank you. Comments from the board?
The governor's order has allowed you to continue, and I appreciate the work as far as having the neighbors involved with us and the changing in the hours. So I am comfortable with moving forward with this entertainment license.
Okay. Yeah, make a note for the public that we have comments from police, building, and we have a comment from the fire chief that he is concerned about the fire pit regarding the Massachusetts State Fire Codes, Department of Environmental Protection for outdoor recreational fires. That includes a fire pit. This is a very dense residential area. And so just for discussion here with the board, I think we might want to consider that prior to giving approval for the fire pit, which is wood fire. that we have the chief of fire. Comments and approval on that, Mr. Administrator?
I spoke with the chief today, he said he would be fine if in the motion, we added that the fire pit that they choose has to meet the standards and be approved by the fire department and fire chief.
All right, good. Fire pit. Meet standards?
Yeah, meet the standards and be approved by the fire chief and fire department. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Vaughn is here actually in the chamber.
Ah,
Oh,
good evening.
that's just the manager, sorry.
Fire chief and who, Michael?
The fire department.
And,
Because it's a den theater, he has a certain kind of fire pit that they have to have.
yeah, I think, just to bring you up to speed quick, made the presentation, we heard the presentation, we reviewed the documentation. There was real no comments at all as far as an issue with this, except for the fire pit. We were just having a discussion now, so. We were in the board discussion, but since you came in, I wanted to bring you up to speed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thoughts and comments from the board regarding that language change?
I think the language change is appropriate. I just wanted to ask another question, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Sir. In regards to the outdoor entertainment, I know that the site plan for this particular property has been superseded by the governor's authority in this. So are there any other changes other than the existing fire pit? I know the lights are heading away from the neighbors. I know that there's a change in that. Are there any other changes from last year that you're aware of?
Wait, come on up, if you would, sir, and just.
I thought this was strictly entertainment tonight, so I apologize.
Yeah,
Give your name and address if you would, please.
Excuse me?
Your name and address if you would.
Oh,
please.
Richard Vaughn, the Jetty, 278 Ocean Street, Marshfield, home 61 Wendell Park, Milton.
Thank you.
So, the governor's order did a lot of different things. During that period, we had we originally had, 5 or 6 tables that were, 100 feet apart because of the governor order. During the course of that, as the limitation became lesser and lesser, we were able to do a few different things. One of the things we did was we put an outdoor bar in, an outdoor service bar, which was extremely helpful for a lot of reasons. That was removed, so we no longer have that. We're trying to figure out something for this year, if it makes sense. It is on the plan that we submitted. Number 2, we had a light pole with Christmas lights on it, which was good for a lot of reasons. It was good for business. It was good for the customers to be able to see what they're eating and drinking, things of that nature. In the fall of last year, we got 3 or 4 small fire pits from the job lot, and some rocking chairs. We just thought it might help business, it might be nice. We did it around Christmas time, a few people used them. Certainly not a business
Recording
changer.
in progress.
Certainly not a business changer. We thought it looked nice. If a handful of people used them, it would have been a lot. And again, it was late in the year. We've removed them. We'd like to bring them back. We may not. Kind of depends on what we decide here. Going back to the lighting, the lighting is Christmas tree lighting. It's 3 strands of Christmas tree lights. Unfortunately, during the course of some of this with my neighbors, one neighbor particularly, it's been characterized as carnival lighting. Certainly not the case. We have lighting on all of the surrounding buildings, much higher, much more commercial light, and provides a lot brighter light than what we were providing, at the Jetty parking lot. 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, we put string lighting around the fence line. We put a lot of things in, spent a lot of money. We had to close early that Thursday night because the guests couldn't see. The guests couldn't see anything. And when I took a picture, I actually deleted the picture because it didn't show how dark it was. It showed these bright lights. And the cameras don't do justice to the light. The cameras make the lighting look much brighter than it really is. these people couldn't see anything, our servers couldn't see anything, and the guests couldn't see their food. So we still need to come up with a proposal for you folks regarding the lighting, because what we have doesn't work. I think Mr. Moresco sent us a letter with some timing that was significantly reduced from what we've had in the past, and significantly reduced from a parking lot. When that was a parking lot, that was busy till 1:30 in the morning. Headlights, slamming doors, people smoking. Mr. Moresco's letter stated that we couldn't have any activity in the parking lot after 9 p.m. We have smokers, we have people that wait in line in the parking lot. The definition of activity probably needs to be addressed. So the timing has to be looked at, because if we can't do anything after 9 p.m., that would mean dinner service would have to stop at 7, which in the summer is very, very early. I think our last outdoor permit was good till 11, or it didn't even have an end, I'm not really sure. But because it is a parking lot and we use it, till after closing, I think having some sort of dining, last service at 9 or whatever, pick a time, and we certainly don't have music at that time of night. I think that has to be something more reasonable so that it's usable for dinner.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. So that answers a lot of my questions, Jim.
Just a quick clarification. So we have acoustic guitar with speaker pointed away from the occupied neighbor.
Yes.
So the acoustic guitar with amplification.
Yes.
Not like a band.
No.
Just wanted.
I
knew your answer was.
I will tell you,
But I just
on
wanted to get that out.
occasion, during Jim Sylvia happy hour, sometimes 2 gentlemen come up and play with them for half an hour, an hour. Certainly not a band. 2 other guys that just kind of play with them for an hour or 2.
Acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one guy might be a harmonica.
Yeah,
But
it says,
no
it doesn't
band.
say how many, just says acoustic guitar with a speaker pointed away from the occupied neighborhood. I knew that was the answer, but I just wanted to get that out for you. We restricted hours. Police doesn't have any issues with that. Lighting's not really on this discussion.
We gotta figure that out,
Yeah.
because it's just.
I'm sure we can work that out in some form or fashion. So, anyone else from the public? All right. No more comments from the select board?
Could I make one last comment? We were, 6 or 7 of our neighbors, I provided the letters to Mr. Moresco, provided letters to us saying that they don't always go to the jetty for happy hour, but it in no way affects their personal enjoyment of the outdoor space. And I thought that was important, that, we have one neighbor that has some issues with what we do, but all of our other neighbors say it doesn't bother them at all, and it has no effect on their lifestyles. And I think that's an important point.
Thank you for letting us know that. So then I would like to kind of make a motion that the board moves to approve the request of the Jetty LLC DBA, the Jetty owner Richard Vaughn, business located at 278 Ocean Street for indoor and outdoor entertainment license for a jukebox, dancing by patrons, live music, television amplification system, recorded music for up to 99 guests, for Fridays from 5 to 8 p.m., Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m., Monday holiday from 11 to 6 p.m. for outside acoustical guitar with amplification speakers pointed away from the occupied neighbors' areas. And should you want to continue with the fire pits, then we're going to restrict that you, as long as you meet with the fire chief and the fire pits meet the approval of the fire chief and the fire department.
Can I ask one question? The timing of the outdoor music in no way affects the timing of the indoor music. We're not restricting our indoor music by this amendment, are we?
I was thinking this was just outdoor.
That's what I want to clarify. I just want to make sure we haven't changed our entire license by tying the
It would be for
outdoor.
outdoor music.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Aye. Unanimous vote to approve the outside entertainment license.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Discussion vote on licensing agreement for KMO Restaurant Group, the DBA, the Creative Cuisine, item number 4. Is anyone here for that?
I can give a little background, Mr. Chairman. if you'd
Certainly,
like
Mr.
to shed
Administrator.
some light on this. So, Live Cuisine is located in Library Plaza towards the end. They have a small outdoor dining section right now. They would like to increase the footprint of their dining area. The land that they want to increase it to is town property. They're actually on the ZBA docket for site plan approval tomorrow evening. Town council has drafted a licensing agreement that would allow them to use the town land for their outside dining. There's about 480 square feet. The planner had reviewed the use of the land. The planner didn't have any issues with them using the land. And Bob said the only condition would be they'd have to sign the licensing agreement, and they're doing their site plan change before the ZBA. So if they approve it tomorrow night, it's like 21 days. I'll defer to Ms. Fiddler, but I think it's 21 days after that, and then it goes into effect.
21 days from the decision.
So it's a small little corner.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
So what we've got is, just for the public to understand, that we have a license agreement drawn up by town council that they would have to agree to. There are 11 specific sections of that. Any comments from the board or the commission? Sound good. I don't need to read this into it, right?
You don't have to
Does the
read
board
that.
feel
No,
like
you're not
reading
gonna
it?
read it. No.
Yeah.
It will be
It's
part of the
it's a
record.
public, it's a public record. Okay. Then I would like to, any comments? Stephen, Lynn?
I'm all set, Chair, thank you.
Then I'd like to move to approve the license agreement for KMO Restaurant Group, Inc., DBA, Live Creative Cuisine, to use the request of the town land for additional outside seating. KMO Restaurant Group is scheduled to go before the ZBA for site approval on May 23rd, 2023. I'll take a second, if I could.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilfoyle.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Aye. Unanimous vote to approve the licensing agreement with KMO Restaurant Group, DBA Live Creative Cuisine, to use town land.
Mr. Chairman, would you like to do net out of order?
Oh, where did that come in?
Just
Yes.
sitting there.
Thank you. Where is that? What number is it, Chief?
24 and 25.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Come on up. There's absolutely no need for you. Thank you, Steve. For you to be sitting there until 24.
Big crowd
25. I didn't even see you sneak in.
Sure.
So you have the number 24 is discussion and vote on the request for permission to accept a donation of $100 from the Randy Hand Oil Company for recreational trails. Number 25 is discussion and vote on the request for permission to accept $100 from the South Shore Pools and Servicing to rec trails.
Yeah, so it was
If you could just name.
Ned Bangs, Vice Chair of the Recreation Trails Committee, 210 Willow Circle in Marshfield. So, little background, I met Kyle in the town hall and we were talking about what I'm doing now, and he was talking about trails and how we've seen some of the work that we've been doing. We talked about the bike race that's coming up the end of June, and he asked if we accept donations. I said we accept donations, time, labor, funds, etc. And he said, okay. And about a week later, had a nice little letter from him, and $100 donation from Rain Handy Oil, and a $100 donation from Shore Pools. So this will go nicely in our donations and gifts account, which we had established last year with the initial $700 that came from the mountain bike race at Carolina Hill. So, and this money will be used for incidentals that we haven't budgeted for with CPC grants, such as, some paint the Kettle Bridge over and things like that. So we're very excited to that there's another company out there, an individual that is recognizing what we're doing and how we're working, and wants to, and likes what we're doing, and wants to help us out. So we're all about that.
Comments?
No, it's great.
I just want to do a shout out to you and your team. I've been watching what you've been doing lately. It's been phenomenal amount of work. Your team and what you guys are doing is really great, giving the citizens a chance. I mean, we've got great trails to begin with, but they have to be maintained. There's bridges, things get grown over, and you guys are doing a really wonderful job. So I'm very happy that you've gotten some recognition through some donations. And so I'd like to make a motion that we move to accept on behalf of the Recreational Trails Committee a donation of $100 from Randy Handy Oil Company. Hold for a second.
Rand Handy.
Rand Handy. Handy Randy?
I can't let that go.
No.
Rand Handy.
Rand
Oil Company.
Handy Oil Company.
Kyle ran.
Second.
Motion
It's
to
been
be
seconded.
duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept $100 from Rand Handy Oil
Don't you
Company.
can mess that up
It's a
easy.
little tricky.
I'm not gonna mess up the second one for you, and that's, so moves to accept on behalf of the Recreation Trails Committee a donation of $100 from Shore Pool and Services, Inc.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept a $100 donation from Shore Pools and Services, Inc.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the help. Take care.
We go on to number 5. Number 5 is discussion vote for the removal of earth removal permit, Eugene. Anyone here? This is kind of an annual thing, I believe, Michael. It's been going on for years and years and years, maybe decades.
You are correct, Mr. Chairman. It's been going on since, I believe, 1950. They've owned the same parcel and they use it for their business. They take out, they file the appropriate paperwork with the Board of Health. And they've also, Board of Health's gone out and tested the 3 test pits to make sure
No
there's
law.
sufficient distance, correct?
And I notice also they have a certificate of liability insurance.
That's correct, naming the town.
So unless anyone from the board has any comments,
No, sir.
hearing none, I'd like to move that we approve the request of Dana Biagini of Biagini Inc. for the renewal of their earth removal permit for parcel F12-0202 Ames Way. Certificate of liability insurance is attached in the town as additionally insured, as well as pit load count report. The Board of Health has submitted the measurements in the 3 monitoring wells as required. Go for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the renewal of the earth removal permit for Biagini Inc.
Okay, number 6. Discussion vote on the application for an annual peddler's license, Dairy Twist. I see the background's done. This is for really just a truck, Michael, from what I understand. We do things like this at Stowaway
That is
and beer and
correct.
things like that
Yeah,
on a
there,
regular
sir.
basis.
Ice cream, et cetera.
Any members of the board have comments or concerns?
No, sir.
Then I would I'd like to make a motion that request of Jonathan Hoffengarten, am I saying that right? Of Halifax,
Yes.
for a peddler's license for the Dairy Twist Shop trailer at Stowaway and other events with hours of operations 12 noon to 9 p.m. 7 days a week, pending sign off from the Marshfield Police Department and Board of Health. Hold for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the request of Jonathan Huffgarden of Halifax for a peddler's license for Daily Twist Shop Trailer.
Number 7, discussion vote on the application for temporary entertainment license, Donna Green, DBA, the Magical Moon Farm and Foundation. This looks like a nice event. We're gonna have some live music, some theater exhibitions, a play. I think we're expecting maximum around people around 60 people, so they're usually kind of quiet events there. Any comments from the board?
No, there are 7 events planned. I counted right. 7, and it's very well taken. The community loves this, so good luck in great weather for these events, so that's it.
Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, thank you.
So, Mr. Mesko, one of the concerns that I do have is from the fire chief, so I think maybe we want to move and condition this.
It is in the motion, it's just for outdoor entertainment.
Right.
So building commissioner did speak with Donna at Magical Moon today
Okay.
to set up a process. So what the issue is that they had a bond in the house, and in the bond in the house, they had some outstanding permits that were applied for as far back as 2012, which were never closed out. So Andrew, as I spoke to town council, Andrew reached out to Donna, and he's going to do a site visit tomorrow, and he's gonna work with Donna because they are a nonprofit, they have to raise the money. They've been struggling like other nonprofits, and he's gonna work on a prioritized list, so she knows which things she'll need to attack first. They can have this event, they can be outside, under a tent.
Right. Any other comments, concerns?
No.
All right, then I'd like to move to approve the request for Donna Green, Magical Moon and Foundation for a temporary outdoor entertainment license for their fundraising events, music in the barn, which will not be in the barn, this particular one, on the following Saturdays, June 10th, 8th, 29th, 12th, 26th, September 9, October 14th, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. to allow dancing by patrons, live music, moving picture show, theatrical exhibition, amplification system, and play pending approval from the Board of Health. Marshfield Police Department has no issues with this, as long as the vehicles are parked off the roadway. So once again, this is temporary outdoor license. That's for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
A unanimous vote to approve a temporary outdoor entertainment license for Magical Moon Foundation, music under the tent.
Item 8, discussion vote for the request for permission to accept a donation of $100 from Mr. and Mrs. Hanlon, Veterans Services. Anyone here for that? Well, this is a very generous donation by Mr. and Mrs. Hanlon. These donations will be used to provide assistance for the health, welfare, morale, and financial need for our veterans and their dependents. We'll just have a second for accept this
Second.
donation.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to accept the $100 donation from Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Hanlon.
Item number 9 is the same as item number 8. The board wants to move to approve the donations on behalf, it is for, number 9 is for a discussion and vote for request for permission to accept the donation of $100 from Jake Bonney Veteran Services. This is the same as the previous one. It's going to be used for health, welfare, morale, for financial needs for our veterans and dependents. Look for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the $100 donation from Mr. Jake Bonney.
Okay, number 10. Discussion vote for the request for permission to waive electrical permit fees relative to the ice machine on 100 Central Street, Building Department. This is the new ice machine that we have. We're finally getting in service just in time for the summer. These are just the fees for the electrical permits.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it's actually been up and working
Oh,
for
it
a
has?
couple of weeks now, and it's really well.
So we're
Fishermen are
waiving,
really
so we're
happy
waiving
with
these
it.
posts.
Yes.
Okay, no problem with that. Questions, concerns?
It's another great grant from the harbor master.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the fishermen are gonna love this. Recreational and commercial.
Yes.
I agree.
Then, I would like to make a motion that we approve the request of the building department on behalf of the High Voltage Electric to waive the electrical permit fees for the ice machine located at 100 Central Street, the town pier. For a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy.
Aye.
Unanimous vote to waive the electrical permit fees for the ice machine at the town pier.
The next is discussion and vote for the request for permission to waive the building permit fees and all other permit fees relative to 255 Furnace Street, Building Department. I believe this is the work for our new school property for sewer.
This is the new property for pre-kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any question, comments from the board on this?
No, sir.
Stephen?
No, thank you.
Then, I would like to move to approve the request from the building department on behalf of Paul Williams to waive building permit fees and the other permitting fees for this town school project located at 255 Furnace Street. Looking for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Unanimous vote to waive the building fees for 255 Furnace and any other fees.
We will see, the public will see for the next probably 5 or 6 of these. This is what I addressed a little in my opening comments, is that these are just basic house cleaning items that we need to do, so there isn't a lot of controversy around waiving these fees for a town activity for a town fee. The next is a discussion vote for request for permission to waive building permit fees relative to the first floor bathrooms at Town Hall. This is plumbing for Town Hall.
Yes. Now that the bathrooms are completed up here, once this permit is issued, then we'll be opening these officially tomorrow. And then they'll start demolition on the bathrooms downstairs and remodel those 3.
Comments, thoughts?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Then I would like to make a motion the board moves to approve the request for the building department on behalf of Paul Williams to waive the building permit fees and other building permit fees for the first floor bathrooms at Town Hall. Looking for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly recorded. A roll call be required. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Unanimous vote to waive the building permit fees and other fees for the first floor bathrooms at Town Hall.
Number 13 is a discussion vote for the request for permission to waive the building permit fees and all other permit fees relative to 37 Proprietors Drive. This is the Marshfield Dog Park. This is from the building department. This is pretty self-explanatory. It is for the dog park. Yes, Mr.
It's actually, Mr. Chairman, if I may, it's 35. So there's a typo in here.
Oh,
Should be 35.
35 proprietors?
Right.
Thank you very much. 35 proprietors it is. Any comments from the board members?
No, sir.
Then, on item number 13, I would like to make a motion. The board moves to approve the request of the building department on behalf of Mike Pesek, terrible names, to waive the electrical permit fees and any future permit fees related to the new dog park. Looking for a second.
Second.
My motion's been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Unanimous vote to approve the waiving of the electric permit fee and any future permit fees related to the dog park at 35 Proprietors Drive.
Thank you very much. Number 14, discussion about the application of an annual peddler's license. Marina, you noticed the police came in and said they have no issues with this. Comments or thoughts from the rest of the board? Hearing none. Then I would like to make a motion that the board moves to approve the peddler's license for Eric Road Marine for a food truck to operate 7 days a week. Food truck must be located at least 500 feet from any restaurant. Hours of operation, dates, restrictions, locations will be determined by the Board of Health, pending taxes and utilities being paid, and sign off by the Marshfield Fire Department. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Unanimous vote to approve the peddler's license with restrictions for Eric Road Marine's food truck.
Next is 15, discussion vote for the request to use Avon Street parking lot for the Molly Fitzgerald Memorial Fund. This is, I think, their annual appreciation dinner for their sponsors and volunteers. Any, yes?
Mr. Chairman, if I may, just
Yes,
for
sir.
full disclosure, I am a board member of the Molly Fitzgerald Memorial Fund, so I just want to disclose that to the board.
Okay, well, they're gonna have a appreciation dinner, and we're just allowing to use the Avon Street parking lot for the function.
That's correct.
Any questions, comments from the board?
No, sir.
No, thank you.
I would like to make a motion, the board moves to approve the request for Doreen Corsano, I have that one, I think, on behalf of the Molly Fitzgerald Memorial Fund for the use of the Avon Street parking lot on Friday night, June 16, 2023, from 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. for the annual sponsored volunteer dinner. For a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is required. Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fidler.
Aye.
Mr. Darcy. Unanimous vote to approve the Molly Fitzgerald Memorial Fund to be able to use the Avon Street parking lot for their annual sponsoring volunteer dinner, which is being held at Tim Tedeschi's house.
Thank you very much. Number 16, discussion vote on the application for temporary entertainment license for Arena Summer, DBA, Massachusetts Nursery Landscape Association. I think this is for kind of like a fun thing at the fairgrounds, to have some live music, audio show, have some music, it's all going to be outdoors. Any comments? Going to be camped with bulls as well. Okay.
Helmets required.
Any comments or?
Is this the first year with us?
I think it is, yeah, it's a different group, I mean, they've had bull
Okay.
riding and actually real bull riding,
Yeah.
but this is, I think, a new group.
Thank you. I'm all set.
Steve?
I'm good.
Good. All right, then I would like to make a motion the board moves to approve a temporary outdoor license for Arena Summer, DBA, MA Nursery and Landscape Association of Conway, Mass. For the Marshfield Fairgrounds located at 140 Main Street for the following types of entertainment, live music, amplification system, and any other audio show, amusement exhibition for July 27, 2023, from noon to 4 p.m. Music and bull riding. Entertainment will be located in the area of the bleachers overlooking the arena area, pending approval of the Marshfield Police Department, the Building Department, Board of Health, and Marshfield Fire Department. The Marshfield Fire Department is requesting that they need to reserve an EMS detail for the event. I look for a second for this, please.
Second.
Motion was made and second, roll call is in order, Mr. Kilcoyne.
All right.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the temporary outdoor entertainment license for Rainy Summer, DBA Mass Nursery and Landscape Association of Conway, Massachusetts for July 27, 2023, with the attached requirements.
Thank you. Number 17, discussion vote on the appointment of Malcolm Gale from alternate member to full member of the Energy Committee. Look this over, and Matt has written a note formally recommending. I served as an alternative. Police have commented everything's fine. Any comments, questions?
No, thank you.
Then I would like to make a motion that the board moves to appoint Malcolm Gale to the Energy Committee.
I second that.
Motion made and duly seconded, roll call is in order, Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to appoint Malcolm Gill to the Energy Committee as a full member.
19, discussion vote on the appointment of the ADA Committee. Over Jack Addy. Same basic thing here. Ellen Bennett recommends him. He seems like I read his letter. He seems like a very nice man. It's great to have young blood volunteering in the town. Thank you, Steve, by the way. So the police are okay with this, and unless there is objection, I'll move forward and make a motion.
No objection. I'm in favor.
Hearing none, then I'd like to make a motion the board moves to appoint Oliver Jack Caddy to the ADA Committee.
Second that.
Motion made and duly seconded, roll call is in order, Mr. Kilcoyne.
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to appoint Oliver Jack Caddy to the ADA Committee.
All right, we're doing a lot of appointments today. Next, 19, discussion vote on reappointments for the DPW Building Committee. Do you feel I should read these out?
I would, yes, if you would.
Yeah, I think so too. So this is the DPW Building Committee. This is Thomas Reynolds, DPW Superintendent, Diane Jordan, Board of Public Works, James King, DPW, Jim Jackson, DPW, Paul Frenchco, is it pronounced?
Yes.
DPW, Paul Duros,
Yes.
DPW, Mike Maresco, Town Administrator, Diane Kerrigan, Town of Marshfield, Fred Russell, Town of Marshfield's Facilities, Tony Muller, Town of Marshfield Facilities, and John Viola, Residents.
And Mr. Chairman, if I might interject, so
Yes, you sir.
with the change in the elections,
Yes.
Mr. Carrier was replaced by Ms. Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
who will be a new member of the building committee, and with the death of one of the DPW employees, Mr. Paul Duros will replace that individual on the board, and then this is retro back to February of 2023.
Any questions, comments from the board?
Does the building committee meet monthly or?
We meet as needed, because the building committee approves all the change orders, et cetera. When there is in the midst of the building, we're meeting weekly, Now, it's like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, depending upon when needed.
And to take action, is it a
Take action.
majority?
It's a majority vote, that's what I'm here. Anything 5,000 or less, the superintendent and myself can approve, and it's the same policy in the police department. Anything 5,000 or less, the chief of police and myself can approve.
Next one is 20, discussion and vote for the reappointment of the police station building.
Sir,
Did I miss one?
You didn't officially.
take a motion.
Oh, we didn't make a motion. I would like to make a motion. Thank you very much. I'd like to make a motion that we reappoint the building committee with the following members for the 2-year term that we just outlined from February 23 through 25.
A second?
Motion made and duly second, the roll call is required. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy? Unanimous vote to reappoint the DPW Building Committee effective February 2023 through February 2025.
Now we get to go to 20. Discussion and vote on reappointment of the police station building committee. This is similar. We have the members here, Chief Tavares, Michael McDonough, Christopher Jones, Todd Goodwin, Michael Maresco, Fred Russell, Tom Bullock, Dan Kerrigan, and Harry Murphy. Any changes to this one, Mike?
No.
Okay, so we're staying the same on this one. Comments, questions from the board?
No, sir.
Very good. Okay. Then I would like to have the board move to reappoint the police building committee with the following members for the 2-year term that we just outlined from February 2023 through February 2025. Second.
Should we identify those members as well?
Oh, I read them in.
Okay.
Yep.
Second?
A motion made and duly, motion's been made and second. A roll call is required. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy? Unanimous vote to reappoint the police building committee with the following members that are read into the record for a 2-year term effective February 2023 through February 2025.
Next is number 21, discussion vote on the reappointment of our own Stephen Darcy to the Plymouth County Advisory Board. Questions or comments from?
No, you go.
I personally want to thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
It's extra work. I mean, you're doing work here as well. You're working on the dog park, so I do admire that. We also need people that, once again, I'll say, you're a lot younger than I am, so we do need you to come in, so thank you for doing that.
Can I ask you, since we're having this, so what is the responsibility for you in that capacity? Is it monthly, is it as needed? Or
It's as needed, yeah, they don't meet super regularly. So the Plymouth County Advisory Board is like our town meeting where it's a legislative body of county government.
Mhm.
So the county commissioners are like us, they're the executive branch.
Okay. Interesting, okay.
But they don't meet as often as this.
No, it's very heavy lifting.
Don't ruin it, I just made it. So I would like to make a motion that we approve Stephen Darcy to the Plymouth County Advisory Board. Look for a second, that's a reappointment.
Second.
Motion made and duly second, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to reappoint Stephen Darcy to the Plymouth County Advisory Board.
Number 22. This is a discussion vote to declare the old fire truck surplus. So this is the truck, Mike, we bought a new truck. This truck, it was a used truck when we got it.
Correct.
So now it's a double surplus truck, and we don't really have room for it.
It's 23 years old.
It's old.
It's still in somewhat good condition. The problem is that we don't have the capacity to store it inside.
Inside.
If it's left outside, it'll deteriorate. About 4 or 5 years ago, we got it, 4 years ago, I think we paid about $25,000 for it on the market. We're gonna sell it to, the government website. So we're hoping to maybe get 10. We'll have to see
That'd be good,
what we can get out there. But we do have a new engine that we used ARPA funds for. That was $700,000, I believe. The board saw the truck. It's
Yeah, that's just
really
delivered.
technologically advanced when you look at the side panel with all of the pumps and the functionality of what that truck can do. It's amazing.
Okay, the capacity on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So any questions, comments from the board?
No, sir.
If not, then I would like to make a motion the board moves to declare the 2000 E1 Cyclone fire truck surplus, so it can be sold or for sale.
Second.
A motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to declare the 2000 E1 Cyclone fire truck surplus.
Number 23. This is a discussion vote for permission to accept the donation of a shed valued at $4,000 for the Marshfield Dog Park. This is a 6x8 foot shed. We're going to attach some of the water sprinkling system, various items on the side, and you'll be able to store a small amount of material in there. It's not a very big shed, 6x8. Any questions, comments from the board?
No, appreciate that. That's a great
Yes,
donation.
it's a really nice
Yeah.
donation.
Yep.
So I'd like to make a motion that the board moves to approve the donation of JGS Construction LLC for a 6x8 shed for the dog park with a value of $4,000. Do for a second.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Darcy? I mean, yes, oh geez.
It's getting late.
Miss
Great, I'm not the only one that messed up
Miss
tonight.
Fiddler. And Mr. Darcy.
This is okay. Hi.
He got both of you in one comment.
He did, yeah. That was efficient.
Yeah, he got both in one comment.
Unanimous vote by the board to accept the donation of the shed.
And I would just like to do a call out, that we get donations a lot, but that's a substantial donation, so I'd just like to do another call out for JGS Construction for a $4,000 shed, so thank you very much. It's always great when those things happen. We've done 24, we've done 25, so we move on to 26. It's discussion and vote on the committee liaisons. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Lynn, Stephen?
No.
Just do this every year. The chair redoes the board liaisons. I'm hoping through that we can. I want to send out a letter to the liaison chair members, let them know who their liaison chair is. Let them know they do have a responsibility to meet with you once a year and appraise you of what's going on in their committees, so we can then communicate that as part of the open government thing that I'm trying to do, so that we're more well informed of what they're doing, and then we're able to let the public know exactly what the challenges are and what they're trying to achieve in goals. If that's okay with both of you?
Yeah, do you have plans for us to report back as it comes, as we have information, or are you expecting us to go onto the agenda at a specific time?
I think we need to work that out as a team. I think in the policy board is basically kind of nebulous. It basically says that the select board member and that committee will meet or talk
Right.
once a year, and that you report back. So I don't think it has to be a hugely formal thing,
Okay.
but that way we can get it on the record with the public that we've done that. They know who we are, and if they have problems or issues, they know who to go.
I'm glad you should pick that one.
So the board moves to approve the aforementioned board and committee liaisons 23 and 24. I'd like a second.
Second.
Oh, the board, oh, sorry.
Yeah, you might
I would
want-
like to make a motion that the board approves the aforementioned board and committee liaisons 2024.
Mr. Chairman, do you want to read?
Yeah, you want me to read them all in? Sure, why not? ADA Committee, Jim Kilcoyne, Advisory Board, Jim Kilcoyne, Agricultural Commission, Jim Kilcoyne, Airport Commission, Steve Darcy, Capital Budget Committee, Lynn Fiddler, Commission Preservation Committee, Steve Darcy, Conservation Commission.
Sir,
Oh, sorry.
you're reading the wrong.
Well, those are,
Yeah. You want to read?
Hello.
Last year's.
that was last year, so we're gonna do it again?
Yeah.
ADA Committee, Steve Darcy. Thank you. Advisory Board, Lynn Fiddler. Agricultural Commission, Steve Darcy. Airport Commission, Steve Darcy. Capital Budget Committee, Jim Kilcoyne. Community Preservation Committee, Jim Kilcoyne. Conservation Commission, Lynn Fiddler. Council on Aging, Jim Kilcoyne. Cultural Council, Lynn Fiddler. Energy Committee, Lynn Fiddler. Historical Commission, Lynn Fiddler. Housing Partnership, you're going on a roll here, Lynn Fiddler. Library Trustees, Steve Darcy. Open Space, Jim Kilcoyne. PPI Committee, Jim Kilcoyne. Recreation Commission, Stephen, now he's on a roll. Recreation Fields Committee, Stephen. Recreation Trails Committee, Stephen Darcy. Waterways Committee, Jim Kilcoyne, and it's the Zoning Board of Appeals, I should say it out. And that is 2023, 2024 Board Committee Liaisons, since I was giving you the one here. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the aforementioned Board and Committee Liaisons for 23 and 24.
Second.
Motion made and duly seconded, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the aforementioned board and committee liaisons for 2023, 2024.
And the, oh, I do want to make a comment. I know we've talked about this a lot, and I know, Mike, we've started with, it's a reach out campaign. I forget the exact name of the form where people can sign on. They want the town website.
Town hall tidbits.
It's not the tidbits, but it's where they say they want to volunteer for something. I forget the name of it, but we'll get that to you. But our vacancies now have gone from like 23 to 12 or so. So we're making great effort on that, so I want to thank everyone who is volunteering, and we still have those, but I will save you and I won't read them to you. So there's comment, then I would like to make a motion that the board, unless there are any comments to the contrary, moves to appoint the minutes of the meeting from May 9th, 2023.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Motion made and duly seconded, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to approve the minutes for May 9th.
And I would like to thank the public and my peers for bearing with me here. Bear with me this evening, so I'm getting my rusty start from being a chairman from over 2 years ago. And I'd also like to remind on the future agenda that on Monday, May 29th, 2023 at 7:30 a.m., we have a Memorial Day wreath laying parade and ceremony. That's true, you'll be there. Okay, with that, I would like to make a motion that we close Monday's May 22nd, 2023 select board meeting. Look for a second.
Motion to adjourn, second.
A motion made and duly recorded, roll call is in order. Mr. Kilcoyne?
Aye.
Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy? Aye. Unanimous vote to adjourn.
Meeting is officially closed.